If you're looking to generate weekly income from the stock market without staring at screens all day, this video is for you. Today I'm going to show you how to generate income two ways using one of my favorite strategies, the buy right. This is a strategy I use to get paid upfront from options premiums and also potentially profit from the stock itself, which makes this a powerful strategy in a flat, slow, or slightly bullish market. So if your goal is cash flow, consistency, and smarter options trades, stick around and watch this video till the end. Hi, my name is Gautam, and on this channel I talk about the stock market and share option strategies that can help you build your portfolio. So if you enjoy this kind of content and would like more of it, please be sure to hit the like button, subscribe to my channel, and share this video with anyone who would benefit from it. Also, if you are new to the options world or are simply looking to fast track your learning and avoid costly mistakes, click on the first link in the description below for one-on-one coaching with me or to join my Discord community, The Launchpad. And just a quick disclaimer before we get started that this video is for informational and educational purposes only and should not be considered financial advice. I'm not a licensed financial advisor, and I'm simply showing you my trades and how I trade. With that said, let's jump in and get started. So let's talk about what the buy right strategy actually is. Now with the buy right strategy, you buy 100 shares of a stock of your choosing and then immediately turn around and sell a call option against those shares. In return for selling this call option, you receive a premium, which is basically our income, and this premium also helps us slightly reduce the downside risk if the stock were to fall from here. So let's look at a quick example on Robinhood. Let's assume Robinhood's trading around $105 right now. If we buy 100 shares of Robinhood at the $105 strike price, it would cost us $10,500 to open that position. So next, if we sell one covered call at the $120 strike price 30 days out, we would collect $3 in premium, which basically $3 equates to $300 because one options contract lets you control 100 shares. So now that we've collected $300 by selling one covered call against our shares, let's look at all the possible scenarios at expiration. So what happens at expiration? Now, in case Robinhood continues to trade below the 120 strike price at expiration, then the call option expires worthless and we get to pocket 100% of the premium that we collected at the time of opening this trade, which is $300. Additionally, we also get to keep our shares and we can continue generating income from those shares by selling covered calls again. So let's look at our second scenario. In this case, let's assume that Robinhood actually shoots above the 120 strike price, which was the strike price of our covered call. So in that case, our shares would be called away, but we still get to keep the $300 premium that we collected at the time of opening the position, and we would also benefit from the stock price appreciation, which in this case, since we picked up the Robinhood shares at a strike price of $105 and our shares were called away at the strike price of 120, so we would just take the $15 difference, times it by 100 shares, because again, one options contract represents 100 shares. So we would make an additional profit of $1,500 in addition to the $300 that we initially collected at the time of opening the position. So all in all, in this case, we would end up with a total profit of $1,800. Now for the final scenario, let's assume that the stock actually drops further. In that case, we still get to pocket our $300 premium, and the $300 premium also slightly reduces the downside risk of the stock going down. Next, let's talk about the ideal conditions for running the strategy and some of the pros and cons. Now for the ideal conditions, it would be best to run the strategy when the market's basically trading sideways, neutral, flat, or even slightly bullish. As for the advantages of running the strategy, as you saw from the Robinhood example, this is a great strategy to generate weekly or monthly income as well as profiting from the stock price appreciation. If we talk about the downsides, one of the biggest disadvantages of this strategy is the fact that when you sell a covered call against your shares, your profit is capped to the strike price of your covered call, even if the stock continues to rise further. So obviously you're missing out on some of the additional gains that you would have captured had you not sold a covered call against your shares. But obviously you were always okay letting go of your shares at the strike price of your covered call. Another disadvantage of running the buy right strategy is that the stock could continue to fall, and to protect yourself from that situation, it would be advisable to buy your shares at strong support levels, which could be the 50-day moving average, 100-day moving average, 200-day moving average, or even the bottom of the Bollinger Bands. So now that you understand how the buy right strategy works and its pros and cons, let's take a look at a real example on SoFi. So SoFi is trading around 25.11 right now, and just for simplicity purposes, let's assume that I picked up 500 shares of SoFi at the $25 strike price. So picking up 500 shares at the $25 strike price would set me back by $12,500. So now that I picked up 500 shares of SoFi, I can now begin to sell call options against those shares and generate weekly or monthly income. So I'm recording this video on Wednesday, January the 28th, and considering that it's in the middle of the week, I'm actually going to go out to the following week, which is February the 6th, and this is about 9 days out from today. If I pull up this options chain, and let's assume that I'm actually okay letting go of my shares at the $28 strike price, then I would sell the $28 strike price call option, which if I click the bid right here, right now if I sell the $28 strike price expiring for next Friday, then I could collect 47 cents per options contract. But again, assuming that we picked up 500 shares, that means that I can sell 5 options contracts because one options contract represents 100 shares. So if I sell 5 options contracts at the $28 strike price, right now the mid price is 46 cents or basically $46 per options contract. So I would collect about $222, and this is after commissions, by the way. So let's assume that I actually went ahead and sold these call options for next Friday and then pocketed the $222. Let's talk about what happens at expiration. So if at expiration SoFi continues to trade under the $28 strike price, then I get to pocket this entire premium that I collected at the time I opened my position. For the second scenario, because SoFi has earnings this week, let's assume that SoFi actually does really well and shoots up, and by my expiration next week SoFi is trading over $30, then in that case my call option would be exercised and my shares would be called away at the $28 strike price. So in that case, I would get to pocket my premium that I collected at the time of opening this position, which was this $222. And I would also benefit from the stock price appreciation, which would be the difference between the $25 price that I picked up the shares and the $28 strike price that I was okay letting go of my shares. So I would simply take the $3 difference and multiply it by the 500 shares that I originally picked up. So that would give me an additional appreciation of $1,500 in addition to the $222 premium that I collected at the time of opening that position. Now for the final scenario, let's assume that SoFi actually doesn't do well with the upcoming earnings and the stock drops below my cost basis, which is $25 in this case. Well, because I already sold the covered call at the $28 strike price, I still get to pocket my premium, and I would just wait for the SoFi stock to come back around to my cost basis, and then I can continue selling covered calls for weekly or monthly income in the time ahead. Now that was one of the ways that you can generate income with the buy right strategy. With this method, we went slightly out of the money to the $28 strike price, which is a 25 delta. And if our shares get called away, then we're also benefiting from the $3 stock price appreciation. Now, another way to run this strategy is to actually sell a call option at the money. So again, assuming we picked up 500 shares at the $25 strike price. So if I sell one call option at the money at the $25.50 strike price, then I would collect a premium of $1.20 for one call option. And because we have 500 shares, I would just make that 5. So by selling 5 call options at the $25.50 strike price, which is at the money, now I would collect $600 in premium, versus if you remember, by selling call options at the $28 strike price for the same expiration date, which is for next Friday, we were collecting about $222. So as you can see, by utilizing this approach, I'm now collecting $600 upfront. But because the $25.50 strike price is very close to the current price, there's higher chances of the shares being called away. But for that, you're actually compensated with a higher premium upfront. And again, if SoFi does get called away at the $25.50 strike price, then you also benefit from the 50-cent stock price appreciation, which would give you an additional $250 on top of the $600. So by utilizing this method, you would actually end up making about $850. So at the end of the day, it really depends on your style of trading and what you're looking to do. So if you're bullish on SoFi and believe that there's a high likelihood that SoFi would actually get to the $28 strike price and your shares would be called away, that might be the better approach. But if you believe that the stock is trading sideways or will continue to do so in the next few weeks, then the second approach might be better because you're simply collecting a higher premium upfront by selling your covered call at the money, and there's also a higher likelihood of your shares being called away. So again, at the end of the day, I believe that both strategies are great. It all boils down to what you're looking to achieve from the buy right strategy, whether it's collecting a higher premium by selling at the money calls or by taking advantage of the stock price appreciation if you're more bullish on the stock. So that's it for this video. If you enjoyed it or learned anything useful, please be sure to hit the like button, subscribe to my channel, and comment down below with your thoughts or questions. If you would like one-on-one coaching with me or be part of my Discord community, click on the first link in the description below and I'd love to help you out. I'll see you in the next one.